how they do their trade. If you're just joining us, come on over. Still lots of spaces up on deck 7 and stuff. And then at the end, we'll show you one at a time, different things, and then we'll have a big reveal. It'll all be very dramatic and exciting. So these are fruits and vegetables that we're using today. There's nothing fancy about them. They've not been tinkered with or scientifically altered in any way or anything like that. Produced in special warehouses in some foreign country. No. These are all normal fruits and vegetables that you can get in normal supermarkets. And the boys are just going to cut them up into different shapes and sizes. I'll tell you one tip if you fancy trying this one at home, is that the guys, they soak their vegetables overnight in ice water, just to firm everything up, so it doesn't rot as quickly, so it stays firmer, and so it's easier to carve with. And I say to everybody, this is quite a fun one to try at home. If anyone has kids or grandkids or little ones around, and you're trying to get them something to do while it's cold and rainy outside, get some different shapes and colours of fruits and vegetables. Cut them up into cubes, use them as eyes and noses, and stick them in an apple or an orange or something as a head. That way they can get to play with their food and eat healthily as well. So yeah, it's a fun one to try. What we're using, the wood sticks are bamboo skewers. If you're thinking you don't have any bamboo at home on account of not actually being a panda, you quite often do have these in barbecue sets. If anyone has like a disposable barbecue set, they often use bamboo skewers. Although to be honest, toothpicks will work, cocktail sticks will work, all that stuff. You can use improvisation, it's the key. So these guys are our master carvers on board. They do a different example of fruit and vegetable carving up there in Horizon Court every lunchtime. So if you're eating lunch up there, you can go and see what it is the guys have been up to. And then in the evenings, they have an ice carving on display in Horizon Court as well. And that's done by our carvers also. And in a couple of days, we'll do an ice carving demonstration up on the pool deck. And you can see how they do that. It's really interesting, very clever if you've never seen it done before. And that will be published in the Princess Pack. So check your time and place for that as we go through the cruise. And you can come along and say hi and see what our guys have been up to. But like I say, they're our master carvers. They do the fruit and vegetables, the ice carving, all our special occasion displays, you know, for Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year, July the 4th, Valentine's, all those kind of stuff. And they do all the big styrofoam bits and pieces as well. And they, as you can see, fall under the food and beverage department. As a rule of thumb, there's about one crew member for every 2 passengers we have here on board. And that's about standard across the fleet. And about a third of those crew members are involved in the making or the serving of food and drink. So it takes a lot of people to keep everybody fed and watered. One thing I learned yesterday is that apparently the average passenger eats 5 bread rolls a day. And everyone I ask always says, well, I haven't had 5 bread rolls today, which means that somebody else must be eating about 400 bread rolls. Who is that person? But yeah, how's the food been so far? Is everyone enjoying it? Good stuff. Has anyone managed to find the international dining room yet? Oh, that's good going. Well done. It takes about 2 weeks or so to try and find that. But yeah, we have 5 main dining rooms. They all serve the same food as each other. It's just different ambiances and stuff. So have a try at those. And then we have all our new food outlets around the piazza area here, which are available to try. And then upstairs, the pizzeria and the grill, and our 2 specialty restaurants are the Steakhouse, which is deck 14 in the evenings there, and Sabatini's on deck 7. We say with Sabatini's, they serve a course, and then another course, and then another course, and then another course, and then another course, and then the starter. Don't have lunch if you're going there. If you've not been for a while, there's a new menu. It's worth checking out, actually. So there we go, the first fruit carving. If you you can't quite see it from where you are, we're going to open up the floor at the end and you can come along with your cameras and have a look at these bits and pieces that we've been making this morning. It's well worth a look actually. So if you can't see, don't worry. We'll open up the floor at the end and you can come and have a look. So Steve's done his first one. Sherwin's getting very close with this as well. This is a good one here, you're going to like this one. And we'll move on and start some more carving. Here we go. So this is the second sea day now of our Hawaiian voyage. We have 2 more sea days after today before we get into our first port, which is Hilo on the Big Island. We're a little bit out of town now when we get to Hilo. There's not a lot in walking distance in the port in Hilo. So what I say to everyone is it's worth coming up with a plan, even if you're just going to get a bus or a taxi into town. That's what this is. It's a pretty little harbour down there. All around there's beautiful gardens, waterfalls, of course the volcano's always a big hit. If you're looking for ideas for things to do in Hilo, go and see the shore excursions desk. They're just up there on deck 6 there. Or of course there's a local information stand there in the terminal. They'll point out some things to do. But like I always say to everyone, there's not much in walking distance, but don't let that put you off. It's a really lovely place, Hilo. And you'd be missing out if you don't go and see it. Day 2 is Honolulu, Waikiki, Pearl Harbor, all sorts of things going on. Bearing in mind that Pearl Harbor, they only let so many people in at a time, and then once it's full, it's full. Everyone else just has to wait outside. And it's a little bit of a journey to get up there. So what I recommend for the people who want to do Pearl Harbor is the first thing in the morning, or stay on board and go after lunch. We don't sail till 11, so there's still plenty of time to go in the afternoon. But to save yourself waiting in a big line over in Pearl Harbor, go early or late. Try and miss the line. It's a good tip. There's so many taxis in Honolulu, it's really easy to find your way around. Waikiki is beautiful, such a great place. Lots of shopping as well, of course. Try surfing, and then port number 3 is the Willy Willy, which is totally different from the first 2. It's where they filmed Jurassic Park. So yeah, port 3, the Willy Willy, is the home of Jurassic Park. You can really see it. It's a beautiful sailing. If you ever get up early, having a look, that's a great one to go to. Outdoor things there. It's good for the adventurous Hawaii. We're also very close to the beach, sort of 5-minute walk to the beach there, nice and easy. No buses, no taxis, no anything needed. You can just walk straight there. And then port number 4 is Maui, Lahaina. It's a tender port, so once again, to miss the worst of the line, get there very early or a little bit later. Let all the other people go out in the middle there. I've been asked to draw everyone's attention to the holiday sale. It's just on there in deck 6 in the dining room. Everything, there's lots of reductions going on. This one here, this mallet is really clever. He's done that from fresh, just while you guys have been sat there. That wasn't one we've done earlier. He's done that from scratch. It's such a clever hobby, this one. Not even a hobby, it's a living. So tonight is the first of our 3 formal nights this cruise. First formal night, of course, is Captain Champagne Waterfall night. They'll build the waterfall this afternoon. They don't just wheel it out already glued together. Like my dad is convinced they do. They really don't. You can watch them building it if you're around this afternoon. And then the waterfall begins just after 7 o'clock. The captain will come out. He'll make his welcome address, tell you some bits and pieces about the ship and the itinerary, and then he'll introduce his top guys as well. That's from about 7. And then our formal night show tonight is called